discussing the Nectar of Instruction, verse number 8. So what is that? It's like the seventh verse talked about what? Anybody can just have the recap of that.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, chanting the holy name Prabhuji.
No, chanting the holy name and the test of the holy name. It was more about the test of the holy name. Why we are not finding the test in the holy name. What was the shloka?
Shat Krishna Nama
Shat Krishna Nama Charitadi Sitapya Vidya Pitto Pataptarasana Narochikanu Kintvaadarat Anudinam Khalu Saiva Jushtva Swadvi Kramad Bhavati Tadgata Mula Hantvi. It is because of the Pitto Pataptarasanas. That's why we are not finding the test in the holy name. So what is this? The problem is that we are committing the offenses. What exactly it is there are the people says that the people are doing the sinful reactions or the sins, and the people are talking about the offenses. In generally, it is like in the realm of the spirituality, the people talks about more about the offenses than the sins. It is aparadha and the papa. So it is moreover like the people don't understand, or they intermingle, they interjumble with these words, aparadha and the papa, the offenses, and then it is a sin. But the sin is moreover into the into the material side, and offenses is a moreover on the spiritual side. Just like there are the 32 offenses against the deities while one does a deity worship. It is not that like the whenever we are doing the deity worship, it's like all good. Now it is we are directly with the deities, we are directly with the Lord. But there are some offenses a person can do, and that way his devotional service will be hampered. So it is offense. It is not a sin. While worshipping the deity, it is not a sin. It is the offenses. Inattentiveness towards the deities has been is like the moreover is like the timeliness, the punctuality, the cleanliness. It is the main thing for the deity worship. If it is not been followed, somebody is relaxed and says that what's not 10 minutes late ho gaya. All right. No, that is moreover, we are taking the deities very cheaply. So it is not a sin, it is offense. So it is like the Padma Puran says about the 32 offenses about a deity worship, and then there are like so it's like aparadha, the word comes from the Radha, which is turning away from the Radha. A simple way the meaning is aparadha. This is like turning away from the Radha, Srimati Radha. It's like we cannot, like the sinful reactions, the holy name can be, uh, it can be eradicated by the holy name only, the sins. But what about the aparadha? So one has to give the aparadha. One has to, it's like moreover, whenever we are chanting the holy name, then it is like the Nama aparadha, Dhama aparadha, Vaishno aparadha, then the like the deity aparadha. So many aparadhas are there whenever we are into that devotional realm. So that is, so that is we we have to take care of that. What exactly happens? Like the sins are like Whenever we are chanting the holy name and whenever we are doing the devotional life, executing the devotional life or uh, passing in the devotional realm, suppose you are driving a car and the rains are coming, still the like you can drive, you can have the wind chiller on, and then it will be the rains. In spite of the rains, you can drive. The speed will be very less, isn't it? The speed will be very less, but it is driving will not be stopped. Due to the rains, your driving will be like the speed will be very less. So the rain can be compared as the sins. Still, we can go on. But aparadha is like you and your friend is driving opposite in a very equal speed and just banging on. Two cars are banging on each other. Then the movement is completely stopped. It stops, isn't it? Whenever accident happens, from like this car is coming from this side and the another one is from this side, and is banging, head-on collision happens, then it is completely stops. That is, the movement has stopped. The cars are not moving, so that is called as aparadha. Aparadhas are very serious than uh, the sins, moreover, because the sins, the papa, you are knowing it and you are trying to avoid it. Aparadha, while in a devotional realm, you are having the relationship with the Vaishnavas, but you are not particular, you are not attentive. You are chanting the holy name, but you are not attentive. And moreover, you are committing the 10 offenses. So that is the more serious. That is more serious, severe. So that is a Sad Krishna Nama Charita Sita Vidya Pittopataptarasanasta Narochikana. Kintvadarat, then it is Kintvadarat means respectively one should chant the holy name in the puja release. Kintvadarat, one should be very soothing. In a favorable atmosphere, one should chant the holy name. Anudinam, every day one should chant. So that is sinful sins and aparad. One should know in the seventh shloka of this Upadeshamrut, Nectar of Instruction. Now we are into the eighth shloka. Just one. Now we will be chanting this. Tannama Rupa Charita Disu Kirtananu. Please stand. तन्नामरूपचरितादिषु मृत्यो क्रमेण रसना मनसि नियोज्य मृत्यो क्रमेण रसना मनसि नियोज्य तन्नामरूपचरितादिषु कीर्तनानुस्मृत्यो क्रमेण रसना मनसि नियोज्य तिष्ठन् व्रजे तदनुराग जनानुगामी तिष्ठन् व्रजे तदनुराग जनानुगामी कालं नयेदखिलम् इति उपदेशसारम् कालं नयेदखिलम् इति उपदेशसारम्
कालं
कालं
नैवेदसारम्
So this is the shloka. Tishtan vrajetad anuragya jananugami kalam nayedo akhilam iti upadeshasam. Somebody would like to give a try for this whole shloka? Or else I can chant, and then afterwards one devotee can chant whole. It's like you don't repeat after me now. It's like wait. No, wait a minute. तन्नामरूपचरितादिसुकीर्तनानु स्मृत्यो क्रमेण रसना मनसि नियोज्य तिष्ठन् व्रजेतदनुरागे जनानुगामी कालं नयेदखिलम् इति उपदेशसारम्. Yeah, please. One devotee can raise the hand and then we.
अन्नामरूपचरितादिसुकीर्तनानो स्मृत्यो क्रमेण रसना मनसि नियोज्य तिष्ठाव्रजेतदनुरागी जनानुगामी कालं नयेद अखिलम् इति उपदेशसारम्.
Please read the translation also.
Translation by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. The essence of all advice is that one should utilize one's full time, 24 hours a day, in nicely chanting and remembering the Lord's divine name, transcendental form, qualities, and eternal pastimes, thereby gradually engaging one's tongue and mind. In this way, one should reside in Vraja, Goloka Vrindavana Dhama, and serve Krishna under the guidance of devotees. One should follow in the footsteps of the Lord, beloved devotees who are deeply attached to His devotional service.
So this is the essence. This shloka is the essence of this Upadeshamrita. Tannam rupa charitadi sukirtananu smrutyo kramena rasana manasi niyojya tishthan vrajet tadanuragi jananugami kalam nayet akhilam iti upadeshasar. This is the essence of this Upadeshamrita, essence of nectar of instruction. Somebody can read this.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Present verse. Essence. Since the mind may be one's enemy or one's friend, one has to train the mind to become his friend. The Krishna conscious moment is especially meant for the training the mind to be always engaged in Krishna's business. Srila Rupa Goswami advised devotees to train their mind in order that they will unable to remember anything other than Krishna. Reside in Braja and follow the footsteps of Lord's dear devotees who are deeply attached to his devotional service.
So it is like the training the mind. Mind has to be engaged. Mind needs a solid engagement in Krishna consciousness. We have to train the mind in such a way that it will be in a Krishna service. How? It's a practical application where we can see that we can wearing the dhoti, kurta, applying the tilak, chanting the 12 names while applying the tilak. Every time, every activity, one has to do very in a subconscious mind that why I am doing what am I doing. So it's like all the activities, like while chanting the Mahaprasad, go in their prayers. This is all the Krishna consciousness is that where we have to engage our activities, performing the activities and the scene behind the activities. Why we are doing what we are doing. It's like offering the obeisances to the Vaishnavas. It is not only a ritual. That is inside the mind. We should have a thought process that this particular Vaishnava, he is chanting 16 rounds. He is senior. He is equal. He is a guiding force for me. Whatever the qualities he is having, let me also absorb with that qualities. So Serving the Vaishnavas with his body is like with the Guru, body, mind, with the body, mind, and intelligence. Then in the daily activities as a grahastha, it's like teaching the children, educating them. So that is also a Krishna conscious activity. One should think in that way. It's like Krishnera samsara kari chadi anacha. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Prana. Just I am doing the Krishna samsara. It is family of Lord Krishna. It is not my family. It is assigned to me. This is he or she is my wife. She is my wife. He is my husband. They are my kids. So Krishnera samsara kari. I am doing the samsara on behalf of Krishna, and I am training my kids. I'm helping my husband or wife, and somebody is cooking. What is the mentality? One should check that mind has to be absorbed. I am doing that the Krishna prasadam. I'm not doing for anyone's else pleasure, but is for the Krishna's pleasure. So that is one should doubtle his tendencies for the Krishna's service and offering that. And somebody can be doing the direct devotional service, like distributing the books, cleaning the temple, decorating the deities. What not the ways are unlimited. We have to engage our propensity when we have to engage our mind in that. So that is like one has to think that how I can doubtle my tendencies. One day in a jail, one criminal saw a magazine, Back to God, and on that magazine, on the cover page, it was Srila Prabhupada's photo and a very costly watch he wore, and that criminal saw that. It's like, this is very, very costly. Once I am out of this jail, I will be meeting this Swamiji, and I will steal his watch. In that intention, and once he was been released from the jail, he immediately came to Juhu in Mumbai, and there he found out the ISKCON temple, and there he inquired that whether this Swamiji stays here. And devotee says that yeah, he doesn't stays here, but he travels. But now he is in Juhu. He is in there in Mumbai. You would like to have audience with him, darshan. Yeah, I would like to take the darshan of him. So immediately he went to his quarters, and Srila Prabhupada was giving the darshan to many, and like those who were taking the darshan, they were bending down themselves first. So that criminal also bent down, and he also sat. And Srila Prabhupada have a look towards this person, and immediately he understood that. It's like Srila Prabhupada says that you have come for this watch, na? It was like this is like a surprise for that criminal, and he was stunned by this. How you understood? Srila Prabhupada says that whose mind is peaceful, he can understand the intentions of the person also. Immediately he just put off the watch and says that it is yours. Immediately, and that person now uh, in ISKCON, he is the chairperson of ITV, ISKCON Television. And he personally tells this story to many and says that it was my intention was that, and in the first visit, such a personality just attracted me. That how he came to know the intentions of that. So like, and then I feel the same person. He says that since I am a thief, after spending so many years in a Krishna consciousness, he told Prabhupada that since I was a thief, I was having a habit to be awake in the night. How I can engage my this mentality in a Krishna consciousness? Srila Prabhupada says that I was looking for somebody who is having this habit to stay awake in the night. It was like in the night I am having my dictaphone on and I am doing a translation of uh, many books. And in the night, the dog's barking. That voice is disturbing me. You need some service, you can just chase away these dogs. Please chase away these dogs. And he was so happy that I got some engagement by my spiritual master. And he was saying that it's like my seva for my spiritual master was chasing away the dogs. And then he spiritualized this seva and says that after some years, after Srila Prabhupada's departure, he says that still I am chasing away the dogs. Now, in not the directly dogs, but those who are the Mayavadis, I am just chasing away from the Krishna consciousness. I am just chasing away this philosophy of the Mayavadis, which is a dogist philosophy. So I am just now my eternal seva is that I am chasing away the dogs. In the day or night, I am chasing away the dogs. It was initial. So the mind, like the engagement, as per the psychophysical nature, one should get the spiritual engagement under the guidance. Moreover, it is under the guidance. Not that I just thought that now I am also having the habit to stay awake till 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. So I will be sending the WhatsApp spiritual messages through that. No. Under the spiritual guidance, one should act it, not by our own mind. It is not that I can be awake in the night and I can sacrifice my morning program and then I am just doing the spiritual work only, Prabhu. As this is like the psychophysical nature, my mind is that so many years I was doing this way. I was awake in the night, but some good habits we had to adopt. In the morning, we have to. Now in the night, we have to take a rest. And in the morning, we have to arise early. Somebody can read this.
The Krishna consciousness movement is especially meant for creating an atmosphere in which people can take to the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
So one should now actually one should be inspired to chant holy name also. This slide says that one should be inspired. So there are different ways to inspire the people, and how we are inspired to the holy name. By that, one's engagement, one can feel to inspire others in a different ways. So the holy name is the medicine, how we are giving it. Directly we are giving, please chant the holy name. Okay. We can have the medicine through the sugar coating. That is also all right. One can give a very indirect way. As per the patient, we have to give this medicine to many. So generally what we do, we are preaching, and at the end we ask them that is like the mind is disturbed, so that's why it is a mantra. So that's why we have to chant this mantra. Manastrayate iti mantra. Everyone's mind is disturbed, so we are having the remedy. If you are having something, another remedy, but it is mentioned in the scriptures. So that's why we are asking the people to chant the holy name, and where you can experience it. It is a phalena parichayate. We don't have to tell the people that the mango is very sweet. It's like the mango tree is in a good condition. You can just take off the mangoes, peel it, and give it to the people. And if they say that it is very tasty, very sweet mango, we can say that the mango tree is very good, is in good condition. It is called phalena parichet. Whatever the fruits are there. So the Krishna consciousness society is producing such a wonderful fruits of the devotees, those who are inspiring others, those who are having this is like those who are the fruits like devotees. By dealing with them, the people in general, outsiders, they should understand this society is very good society. It's like who was that a disciple of Srila Prabhupada, who first disciple who passed away, whose photo we always keep it in Jayanand Prabhu. Jayanand Prabhu's he he was so engaged, enthusiastic in a devotional service, in a devotional engagements, that he used to cook, he used to wash the toilets, bathrooms. He was a temple president. He was having the engagements for himself and many others. He was driving the taxi also. He was earning society for the ISKCON. So many, and at the end of a day, he used to do a food for life, distribute the remnants which were leftovers to the beggars. And after his departure, after some months, some devotees were doing his service, and some beggars approached him and says that, where is that person who used to distribute the food to us? We are not finding him. Where is he now? No, no, he is no more. He is no more. But what was his name? His name is Jayanand. That beggar used to call him the Jolly Anand. This is like in the night, if somebody has been allotted to the service of distributing the remnants, it is very painful service. It's a very painful. Somehow or other, the people would like to say that, jaldi jaldi nikalna hai idhar se. 10, 10:30, 11:30 is just like somehow or other. And whoever comes in, he says that, le lo bhai, take it, take it, take it. And somehow or other, I have to go to my home as early as possible. That beggar who was saying that this jolly Anand was talking with us, he was talking about Hare Krishna, he was inspiring us to chant, he has given us the beds, and while giving the food, he used to say that these are been tested by the Lord. How fortunate you are. And he used to dance also with us. So that particular, the bondage was there with the beggars also. And it was because of that bondage, they were chanting the holy name. So it is, the service should not be the burden. How enthusiastically we are performing the service, and we are creating the impact on the people with the jolly heart. With the heavy heart we are doing the service, then it will not be impact. Because the face is the index of the mind. If we are having the burden over this, they offered me this service only, where my name is not been taken. I am just distributing the food to the beggars. That's all. The management is so ruthless. Then we will be having the heavy hand, and the beggars will be saying that, you people are not happy people. you are not happy people. Whenever we are doing some services, we should have the smile on the face, and the energy should be booming from the face. So mind is engaged, mind is happy that I got the service. I got the service for the Lord. How enthusiastically I can do it. And that way I can preach to men. It's like the preaching is one of the saint of in a Christian field, saint of Francis Assisi. This is like his name was Francis Assisi. Assisi is the village name. he used to say that preaching means not only talking. Preaching means wherever it is required, that time only talking, or else keeping quiet. But in our arena, we always feel that sitting on a Vyasasana and giving the lectures, that is only a preaching. But preaching means it is impact on the others, how we are happy. After all, I got some service. So that is the impact. That will give the impact to chant the holy name to others. I am happy, how you will also become happy. By chanting the holy name, we ask the service, and if I am doing the service very enthusiastically, my holy name also will be improved. The quality of the holy name will be improved, and that improvement, that booming phase, that enlightened phase of mind, the energetic phase of mind, will be giving a hope for others that this person is happy. So that's why it is the first principle whenever we are going out in a book distribution, we should not be having a face like very philosophical. One should have a happy face and say something to the people that, see, by reading this, you will become this. This is the transformation. I read it, I'm happy. So that is the preaching. Practical application of that, whenever we are going, whenever we are meeting people, we should have very enthusiasm, energy, and smiling face. Not that, oh, somebody is talking about ISKCON. Oh, ISKCON, I heard that these people are taking only money. And then we are also saying, yeah, you are very right. I also got this understanding after so many years. These people are after money. Oh no, so many people are taking up the Krishna consciousness. I am the part of that. Sometimes it may be actually the management is management. But I came here for what? I came here for not for the post and position. I came here to pass on this divine message of the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam to many. So how enthusiastically we are passing down this message, that is very important. Yeah, please read this.
I will read, Prabhu. Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti, spontaneous devotional service in which the devotee follows in the footsteps of one of the eternal associates of Krishna in Vrindavan. Bhava Bhakti, devotional service in ecstasy or preliminary stage of love of Krishna. And finally, the Prema Bhakti, mature, pure love of Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, so we are now into this, and now we have somewhat shifting till seventh shloka. It was the Vedic Bhakti, Vedic Bhakti. Now it is Raganuga Bhakti. Yeah. Please read this.
Shall I read, Prabhu?
Yeah.
It is essential to train the mind to remember Krishna throughout life so that we will not have to take birth again. The mind of the conditioned soul is receptacle of impressions gathered over many lifetimes. And when these impressions clash, they produce psychological imbalance. As explained in Bhagavad Gita, whatever states of being one remembers at the time of death determines one's next birth in a body and situation corresponding to our last thoughts at the time of death. The purpose of the Krishna consciousness movement is to train our minds to be always engaged in hearing about Krishna. One can engage the mind by first engaging the tongue in chanting the holy names and tasting prasadam. Furthermore, Srila Rupa Goswami advises that one should live in Vrindavana or any part of the Vrajbhumi, take shelter of an advanced devotee there, and constantly engage in thinking of Krishna and Krishna's pastimes. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
as explained in the Bhagavad Gita, which shlokas comes into your mind, whatever state of being one remembers at the time of death. So, which shloka comes into your mind?
Antamati Sugati.
Huh?
Antamati Sugati.
What is that shloka?
8.6 Prabhuji. Yam yam vapis pranam bhag.
Ah, please don't create a new shloka in the Bhagavad Gita. Please don't create a new shloka. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tejati ante kalevaram tam tam niyamasthaya prakriti asriyatasava. Then another shloka which comes into your mind. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yad prayati sadmad bhavam. This is like yati nastyatris samshaya. This shloka comes into mind that this is like as you think over the time of death, then it will be transferred. So it is the consciousness development. It is like this, and the law of lost thought, mind, whatever the mind has stuck. It is like it has been mentioned that in the last moment of our like whenever we are passing the last moment, it is the whole cinema has comes across from the childhood to the boyhood to the marriageable life. Then afterwards, this is like whole picture what we led. That whole picture comes in where we stuck in. This is like that yam yam vapi smaran bhavam, that bhav, whatever, where we got stuck. Oh, that particular moment. So that, as per that, one gets the desired body in a future. That's why it is one is thinking about that. Oh, I have not crossed the English Channel in my life. One day I have to cross, and that thought process is coming, and that is the last thought process. Oh, English Channel. So we will be some aquatic animal into the English Channel. Every day we will be roaming into that way. So that's why it is attachment to the material things. We have to cut down. So that is the yam yam vapi smaran bhamam. What will come to my mind at the time of death, that will decide my next birth. That's why I don't want to think anything other than Krishna consciousness. If anything material comes up in this mind, that story, the joking story, the people, but it is like the joking, but still it is like the story. It's like I would like to narrate this in Hindi. All of you understand Hindi? Yeah. One businessman, one merchant, grocery merchant was there, and he was leaving this body. He was very old also. That time he was leaving the body, and he was having three kids, Suresh, Naresh, Rajesh. And then at the deathbed, he is calling out, Suresh, आप कहाँ पर हो? He was not able to see, so that's why the Suresh was making it sound. Dad, I am there in the right side of your, I am massaging your right leg. And आपकी पत्नी, हाँ हाँ ससुर जी, मैं भी आपके मसाज कर रही हूँ. नरेश, मैं लेफ्ट साइड में बैठा हूँ, मसाज कर रहा हूँ. Then Rajesh, I am at your shoulder. And Bhagwan is like his patni, he is calling that. आप किधर हो? अजी मैं तो आपके लेफ्ट साइड में हो, कंधे के पास में. And he shouted to everyone and says that if all of you are here, तो दुकान में कौन बैठा है? आप सभी इधर बैठे हो तो दुकान में कौन बैठा है? दुकान में कोई तो होना चाहिए, दुकान कैसे बंद हो सकता है? सो दिस थॉट प्रोसेस कैन कम लाइक दैट. This thought process is that the people always think about, the sages are always thinking about their business, and everybody is thinking about their customers. The doctors thought about this is like the body has come, the patient has come, now it is my customer. The people talk about how many customers you dealt with every day, means how much money you earned it. That is a consciousness. The people always have, they develop this attachments, and this material attachments will take us away and will decide where we are too much attached. Are we attached with the Krishna consciousness, Krishna's things, or are we really material attached? So that will decide our destiny, the next thing. So that's why in the devotional life, we always think over that. That is Vishaya Vinivartante Niraharasa Dehinam Raso Varjam Rasopyasya Param Društva Nivartate. We should have a Param Društva. We should uplift our consciousness. Ekale Ishwara Krishna Arasaba Bhritya. Everything is, we should not give a very attention for minute things, but we should give very very much ourselves, our heart to the Lord. So that time, if we are thinking Ante Narayana Smriti, that will happen. Ante, that is our goal. Ante Narayana Smriti, not a Lakshmi Smriti or attachment for the material things. We should think about Krishna. Please read this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. That can I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah,
Can I
please.
read, Prabhuji?
One person only. Mataji can read, I feel.
Okay, Prabhuji. There are two stages of absorption. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura advises that one who has not yet developed interest in Krishna consciousness should give up all the material motives and train his mind by following the progressive regulative principles, namely chanting and remembering Krishna and his name, form, quality, pastimes, and so forth. These instructions apply to those engaged in the process of Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati goes on, after developing a taste for such things, one should try to live in Vrindavana and pass his time constantly remembering Krishna's name, fame, pastimes, and qualities under the direction and protection of an expert devotee. See, Raganuga Bhakti can be executed in any of the 5 rasas, Santa Rasa, Dasya Rasa, Sakya Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa, Madhurya Rasa. It entails following in the footsteps of a confidential associate of Krishna under the guidance of an expert devotee. Hare Krishna.
So there is two types of majorly the devotional service. Vedhi sadhana bhakti. It is not a Vedi. It is Vedhi. It's a Vidhi. It is Vidhi and then the sadhana bhakti. So it is Vidhi, Vedhi. So by the Vidhi Purvak, by the rules and regulations, and Raganuga, it is called as developing the love, or it is very we can have the spontaneous affection for the Lord. So in the Vedhi sadhana bhakti, it is like we are more generally the people in, whenever the people comes into the Krishna consciousness, they are not having that much attachment for the reading and hearing and studying the Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. They will be saying that, please tell me some seva. Engage. So hands and legs and the indriyas has to be engaged. So that we generally give it to the people. And then we say that chant the holy name. Follow these 4 regulative principles. then we say that please come for the Srimad Bhagavatam class also. By that, the seva will be in a good consciousness. So these are the vidhi. We engage them in the service. So that is generally called as a Vedi sadhana bhakti. But when a person develops into the Vedi sadhana bhakti, then he will be, just like initially, generally, Radhesham Prabhu gives this example that for the brahmacharis, is like for the grihasthas also, it can be applicable. It's like getting up early in the morning and attending the 4:30 Mangalarti. It will be a very difficult for initially 2-4 months once a person joins. It's like he may be getting up 4:15 and will be doing all his duties within 10 to 15 minutes and running as if the grihasthas feels that, oh, these people are developing a love for Krishna. No, they are developing the love for the attendance. It's like attendance has to be marked or it will be late sign, and then the punishment will be awarded to that person. Writing, and the punishment was that 108 times writing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. How many of you wrote 108 times writing the mantra? The people, our devotees were talking in this like, Prabhu, हमको महामंत्र लिखना नहीं है, जप करना है. लिखना बहुत ही मुश्किल जाता है. It's like very very difficult to write down 108 times. It takes near about 45 minutes. So that's why it was like that. Now the rule is that I have to come and mark my attendance by 4:30 by the 3 conch shells. At the end of third conch shell, I have till that time I will be marking it. So it is vidhi. It's vidhi. As per the rules we are going with. But after some time, after some years of the practice, one develops that it is very easy. Because the practice makes man perfect. It's a practice. So practice means he is putting his endeavor and he is knowing that I have to get up somehow or other in the morning. So he will be having the habit of getting up 3:30 hours. And it is easy for him. So he has crossed that rule wala cheez, the rule, and he has come into that, okay, it is good for me. So it is not that he has he has come into that realm of raganuga bhakti, but it is he has practiced vidhi sadhana, Vedi sadhana very well. And it's like when that love for the Krishna arises, moreover, I cannot miss the morning program. I cannot miss it. It is so important. Initially, it is a burden, but now it is important. It is loving way. Then it is a difference. The rasa is different. Then it is a different way, the different approach. The consciousness has changed. So that is the way. We request all of you that you can also practice this. Like develop the habit of coming to the morning program. It is very, very important. Once in a week, twice in a week, and have this. This is like how I can fit myself till the 4:30. 4:30 बजे तक कैसे आ सकती हूँ? Not that 4:45 हो गया, all right. We can accommodate. But we can put ourselves into that rule of that 4:30. Why it is not happening? Better try our best. Better give it a try. Rise early, sleep early, rise early, and go for that where we can do a congregational chanting the holy name. Amongst the devotees, we can chant the holy name. Amongst the devotees, we can do the sadhana. So that way it will be helping. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Prabhuji, can I read?
Yeah.
How to train the mind. From Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti perspective, give up all material motives and desires. Engage in regulative devotional service according to the directions of scripture. That is, follow the progressive regulative principles, namely chanting and remembering Krishna, etc. Page 75 to 76. Then one has developed true taste and attachment. He can try to live in Vrindavana and spontaneously serve Krishna's lotus feet. That is, take the path of Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Page 75 to 77.
So
Hare Krishna.
Vedi sadhana bhakti means it is to hear and to do the seva under the devotees. So that we are doing it right now. It's like it is whatever we are doing, it is Vedi sadhana bhakti. But Raganuga platform, it comes from that stage where we have developed a spontaneous love. It is sometimes those people, those who are sahajiyas, it is not a sahajya and Raganugas are same, but it appears that the people is like once sahajya lady, like the people sahajya means they are they are showing that they have developed a love for Krishna, but they have not done any Vedi sadhana bhakti. Neither they are chanting the prescribed number of rounds, neither they are doing some or following the four regulative principles, neither they are doing the prescribed devotional services. Whenever it is the love and attachment for the prescribed devotional services arise, and it is called as raganuga. But whatever my mind is saying, and I am acting on that mind level, I can do this today, but I cannot do that continuously. The Sahajiyas, they show off their devotional service. And the Raganugas, they don't show off. They are not doing the devotional service for the showing off. So that is the difference.
How to train the mind. From Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti perspective, one should reside in Vraja, if not physically, then mentally, under the shelter of an advanced devotee here, there, observed in remembrance of Krishna and his associates. Follow in footsteps of a particular associate, enter under their direct eternal guidance and shelter. That is, be trained in their particular service, emotions, etc. This method is applicable both in the stage of sadhana and sadhana. 74 to 75. Correction.
So it is like ultimately one should come on the platform of regulated hearing. It is said that this is it is it is a powerful process. The generally the people think about the Raganuga Bhakti, but it is like the powerful process they have to follow in a Vedi sadhana bhakti. It is said that yatha yoni yatha bijam. 1 minute. I'm giving a class to him. Yes. So it is a yatha yonim yatha bijam. One should serve under a master, and a master has to be very potent. So that bija from the master, from the spiritual master, from the superiors, that one can accept and practice. Yatha yoni means it is like the fertility. The fertility comes from the sincerity. So if the fertile heart is there and powerful beej is there, then the bhakti lata will be blossoming. So under the guidance of the potent master, of the spiritual master, one is doing the service and one is hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, and understanding this message. then this process will work, and the Bhakti Lata Beej, which has been really awarded by the spiritual master, will arise into our heart. दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित हो, प्रेम भक्ति जहां होते, अविद्या विनाश जाते. This is like, that's why I'm serving my spiritual master. प्रेम भक्ति जहां होते, दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित. He has given the divine knowledge in my heart. Then prema bhakti, by that knowledge, prema bhakti jahan hote, the prema bhakti, the loving devotion service arose in my heart. And then what has happened? Avidya vinasha, the ignorance has eradicated. Ignorance has completely gone. And that's why I'm serving that, my spiritual master. Every life after mine, janme janme, Prabhu say, I am birth after birth, I am ready to serve my spiritual master because I am really eternally indebted to him. That's why I'm eager to serve him. Please read. Somebody from Pune can read this.
Hare Krishna. Difference between Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti. Devotional service must be without ulterior movies, then material condition cannot
Motives, not movies.
Okay, motives, then material conditions cannot check it. Gradually one can rise to the platform of spontaneous loving service. A child is sent to school by force to receive an education, but when he gets a little taste of education at the advanced age, he automatically participates and becomes a learn scholar. One cannot force a person to become a scholar, but sometimes force is used in the beginning. A child is forced to go to school and read and write according to the instruction of his teachers. Such is the difference between Vaidhi Bhakti and spontaneous Bhakti. Chaitanya Charitamrita 22.109. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So this is like without ulterior motives. What is that ulterior motives comes into your mind? Devotional service must be without ulterior motives. Anya abhilashita shunyam. Anya abhilashita shunyam. Jnana karmadi anavratam. Anukulyena krishnanu bhakti ruttam. What is the ulterior motives comes into your mind? What is that ulterior motives means?
Expecting something in return.
Yeah.
Having some position.
Yeah, name, fame, glory, same old story. Yeah, I am coming to perform this devotional service so I can become a good manager in ISKCON. ISKCON needs a management guru. Yeah. Oh, then,
Mukti,
huh?
liberation, Prabhuji.
Yeah, bhukti, mukti, siddhi kami, sakale ashant. Krishna bhakta nishkam, ataiva shant. Yeah, the people comes into this category. Bhukti, it's just like, please give me liberation from this material suffering. Just, or else give me whatever I wanted. Bhukti, then mukti means it is liberation from this material suffering. Siddhi means I can be very influential. I can do such thing the people cannot do it. It is siddhi only. Siddhi means what the people anima, laghima, then these are I can become smaller, I can become bigger. But generally the tendency is that I can do something which is others cannot do. That is a siddhi kami. So, and that's like bhukti in that category, the karmis are saying that sukha sampatti ghar aave kashta mite tan ka. Dhanam dehi, janam dehi, rupavati, bharya dehi. You can give me the money, you can give me the followers, you can give me the association of the beautiful woman. Now, but the Krishna consciousness movement says that na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadish kamaye, mama janmani janmanishware, bhavatat bhaktir ahetu kitvai. Krishna consciousness movement says that I don't want this dhanam, janam, sundarim, kavitam, jagadish kamaye. No, I don't want anything else. I want this. So Vedi Bhakti means 16 rounds has to be chanted every day. It is not that is like it is excuse for only for the raga. No. Vedi means it is 16 rounds one has to chant every day. And the force is like for the conditioned soul, it is forceful for everyone, can be given in many ways. So we have to force the conditioned soul. We are also the conditioned soul. We have to force ourselves. It is initially it is a forceful. Vedi sadhana bhakti, it is uh, forceful. Generally, yena kena prakarana, we have to adopt this, or we have to engage our mind and others' mind also. Srila Prabhupada made this ISKCON bullets. Do you know what is ISKCON bullets?
Gulab Jamun, bro.
Yeah, it is gulab jamun. Samosa. Somebody said samosa. No, it is not samosa. Samosa is not ISKCON bullets, but it is gulab jamun. So Srila Prabhupada used to make sweet items, rasgullas, gulab jamun, and where the people will be attracted. And till the neck fell, Srila Prabhupada was serving them with the smile in the face. Please take, please take, please take. So the people were attracted by that. How many of us, like majority of us, it's like it is my example, I can say that is like generally the people come from the prasadam. Generally, it is like whenever we do youth preaching, I remember when I was doing hostel preaching. When I was studying that time, I was doing a hostel preaching, and we were having the program as even RC. Every day, one round of chanting. So I was having 20 boys under my custody, and I used to go from our voice, from our base to these people, to these boys, and we were every for every boy we used to chant with them, and they were chanting with us, but they were in a mood of what the prasadam is there. It's like after even RC, there is some sweet item we used to make for them. And like hostel life is like where the food, where we can get good food. Those who are hostelites, they can understand the importance of the good food. It's like Sunday is feast, but the Sunday night, it's like it is always a problem for the hostelite that because the mess is closed and they have to get some acquaintances where they can manage their prasad or the food. So we used to, it was like it was our opportunity that we were knowing that it is like the Sunday will be the host, like the mess will be closed. So we used to offer the very good feast on the Sunday evening. So the boys used to come, many boys used to come on Sunday. 150, 180 boys used to come for the feast. We are knowing that they are not interested for this Krishna conscious talk, but they are interested for the feast. So that purposefully we used to make three atom feast, like three sweet atoms, and near about 7, 8 is like in that paneer sabji is the main attraction, and then other things. And by that way, 180 boys used to come, and sometimes we call them in the temple, in Radha Kunjaveri temple in a camp. And these boys were habituated to eat the ISKCON feast. So the Sunday was the fixed day where they will be coming. And many of them, they joined for the chanting club also. Many of them now they are the brahmacharis. Those who got hooked over it. And this is like it is says that is Krishna bado dayomay kori bar jivaja. So prasadanna dilo by Krishna has given so prasadanna kori bar jivaja. So prasadanna dilo by. Sahi anna mruta pao Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gunaga. So after eating the Sahi anna mruta, then that person will be chanting the holy name. It is not that we cannot enforce we should not enforce them initially for the chanting, but we can feed them the prasadam first, mouthful, neckful, and then they will be chanting the glories. So it is a prasadam is very important thing where we can say that. So initially it is the attraction can be for the prasadam. Then we can divert them, or we can make them the solid devotees by asking them to chant one round of Hare Krishna, and then everyone will be getting the prasadam. So they will be chanting it, and they will be having the habit of. Initially, it is that pittopatapta rasanasya nanochikanu. It will not be attracting the holy name, but slowly the jaundice will be lowering down, and the test of the holy name, they will experience it. So that is the way many of us has come into the Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada was also having this technique in initial days when he went to US. He was having the grand feast. He used to cook himself, and then he used to serve. And after many months, the Kirtananand Maharaj, the kid says that, Swamiji, whether I can help you. Srila Prabhupada says that I was looking for that. Somebody will be asking me help. Yeah, you can help me. You can wash these pots if you can. And by that, the devotional service started. And then many of us, many of the devotees understood that Swamiji is alone. He is making this. And then they involved themselves. They did some devotional service. They chanted the holy name. They adopted this culture, and the miraculous, the movement has started. It is by तार मध्ये जीवाति लोभमय सुदुर्मति ताके जेता कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ो दयमय. Like we have to engage our jiva, engage our tongue, and somehow or other attract. Then slowly that person will be taking the Vedi devotional service. Then that person can turn into the Raga Noga stage. But Raga Noga is very far for us. Right now it is Vedi only. We can just do it under the guidance of the spiritual master, under the guidance of the superiors. We can do this. Yeah. Please read this.
Can I read, Prabhuji?
Chant 16
This time Prabhuji can read it now.
Chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra and follow 4 regulative principles strictly. Follow 64 regulative principles taught in Nectar of Devotion. Study and discuss Srila Prabhupada's books with devotees. Bodhayanta Parasparam. Develop Shastra Chakshu to see the world. Sing Vaishnava songs and slokas with knowledge of the meanings. Request your senior devotee to award you Krishna Seva and do them. Pray to deities begging for Seva opportunity and for spiritual progress. Accept all favorable items in Krishna consciousness. Reject all unfavorable items in Krishna consciousness. Always keep your mind and senses absorbed in relation to Krishna.
Yeah. Yes. Please read this.
Sadhana Bhakti service and practice. Krishna consciousness is natural and not an imposition. Example, a fire covered by ashes. Example, child mother, magnet nails, child in innate walking ability.
So it is like the small boy is crawling first. Then eventually he will be walking with the help of mother, and afterwards he will be walking independently. So it is this is the process of the devotion service of Vedhi. It requires attention. It requires attention by a superior when a child is crawling. Then it is he needs a help while getting up. Then mother gives the hand. Then he needs the support also. So that is a Vedi sadhana bhakti by the rules and regulations. It is by the observation. By under the observation, it is required. So it is the daughter can also, like in this picture also, the daughter can walk independently. It is like now she is walkable age, but still it is required some attention. Where she is going, what she is doing, with whom she is intermingling. So that is our devotional life is also very uh, carefully managed under the guidance. We have to allow a person, our mentor, our spiritual master, our superior to guide us. Not that, Prabhu, now we are chanting Hare Krishna. What? I will not give you any report of that. I remember that till now it was like we are submitting our sadhana reports. We are writing and filling up the sadhana reports. What time we got, what we read, what we have done. So that was the thing. We have to assess ourselves and give the rights to our superiors that what we were doing the whole week. Please have an observation of that. Here, this is like the another picture of the coal fire, red hot coal. It is there. When you blow up the ashes, then the coal will catch the fire. So it is like the ash. It is whatever it is required to make our devotional service into the fire, that we have to remove it under the guidance, or else we will burn our hand and legs into it. So it is the observation is required. So if the magnet is not it is having the rust over it, the nails will not be attracting. So that the cleaning of the process. Bhavamava dava nirvajanam. Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam. Vidyavadhu jivanam. Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamritaswadhanam. So that is the thing where we are cleaning up the dust over the mirror. And then we are cleaning up the ashes over the coal. Then the devotional fire will take into the existence. So that is the Vedi sadhana bhakti. We have to execute under the guidance that is mentioned here. Yeah.
Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti regulated. When there is no natural attraction and inspiration for practicing devotional service comes from scriptures. Example, Tasmat Kenapya Upayena Manah Krishna. Orders of Guru. Example, Shuka to Parikshit. Tasmat Bharata. Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti, spontaneous. When the inspiration for practicing devotional service comes from a natural attraction to pleasing Krishna. Hare Krishna.
So it is a Vedi sadhana bhakti when there is a no natural attraction. It is initially when tasmat kenapi upayana mana Krishna. Just like this, somehow or other we have to engage our mind into the spiritual activities. Mana Krishna upayana. We have to engage our mind into such activities where our mind will be engaged into the Krishna's service. When there is a process, like when I was the manager that time, I announced that so and so Maharaj is coming, and then who can be welcoming the Maharaj? Please, I need some kirtan party to welcome the Maharaj. Practically, nobody registered the name. And I went to temple president Rajesh Prabhu that nobody has registered the name. Now what can we do? He is that choose your people now, to whom you feel that is like they are not coming, they are not that much engaged. Tell them this is like you are the manager. You can tell them that you have to come for this. So it is initially it is we feel it is like, why should I go? Why should I come? Why should I be there? But when it is enforced over us, this is like initially we will not be liking it. Initially, the devotional service we will not be liking in that way. But it is Vedi means it is under the rules and regulations. It is somewhat enforced. Have to be done. Initially, it was like who was there? Brahmananda Maharaj, Gargamuni Prabhu, who was a Srila Prabhupada disciple in 1970s. In that area, in that age, he asked Srila Prabhupada that I don't feel to offer obeisances to you. I don't feel every time whenever I see you, then it's like I can pay the respects by bowing down to you. Why should I? Srila Prabhupada says that it is whenever you see your spiritual master, you have to bow down, and then the love will arise. And it is the Vedi. It is a Vidhi. It is not that why should I? No, it is the rule. You follow the rule, then the love will arise in your heart. It is don't question that it is like why it is. Then if you are not paying the respects, paying the obeisances by bowing down on your knees, then it will not develop the love. But it is falena parichete. When you will bow down, the mercy will flow from your spiritual master. And by that mercy, you will develop a love for Lord and love for the Vaishnavas. That way it will be happening. Yeah. Please read.
Chant Hare Krishna, remember Krishna and beg for Krishna's seva. Then engage your mind and sense in doing seva. Smaratavya satatam Vishnor, Vismartavyo na jatu sid. Sarve vidhi nishedha, syor ityor eva kinkara. Somehow or other, always think of Vishnu without forgetting him under any circumstances. Actually, this is the most basic of all regulative principles. Nectar of Devotion, page 23 to 24.
So it is smartavyam saratam Vishnu, vismartavyam. Somehow or other, always think of Vishnu. Somehow or other. Engage your mind in that way. Doubtle your everything on the Krishna. So the Krishna says that this is like whatever you said, whatever you see, this is the spark of my beauty. What is that shloka? I forgot that. In the Bhagavad Gita, it has been said that whatever you see around that is a spark of my beauty. Anybody Bhagavad Gita expert? No. You will be saying that Bhakti Shastri has not been done, Prabhu. We are not. It's like somehow it is missing from me. Mama Tejomsha Sambhavam. Mama tejomsha sambhavam. It is one of the line of that. Mama tejomsha sambhavam. This is the where I can see the very beautiful thing. I can see it is the spark of the beauty of the Krishna. Whatever the powerful, I can see it is a spark of the power of the Krishna. It is everything is Krishna. So that is where we can remember the Lord this way. Srila Prabhupada, with his one of the associate, or one of the assistant, three assistants were there. They were going to, they were coming to India, and after getting down in the airport, one of the disciple got distracted. Means like for some moment, he saw towards air hostess. She was passing by. I feel she was French, and she was passing by. And this devotee also looked towards it. And then afterwards, he came to the understanding that my spiritual master is also seeing at me. I feel it's like I am seeing towards the air hostess. And then she is, I am being observed by my spiritual master. And when he looked towards Srila Prabhupada was also watching towards his disciple. And he questioned through the eyes. What was that? He was looking at what? He was looking at the air hostess. So Srila Prabhupada, and then that disciple says that, Mama Tejomsha Sambhavam. She is a spark of the beauty of the Krishna's this thing. And Srila Prabhupada says that nicely you connected it. But it is still big watchful. What was you looking at? Your spiritual master is always having an eye. So everything is Maya. If you are getting attracted towards that, then he understood it was like, but wasn't. And then Srila Prabhupada, after making it everything very light, he pat on this his shoulder and says that, yeah, she was really beautiful. She was really beautiful like that, and made all the things. And then he says that, yeah, but you be careful. I'm an old man. I'm at the age of your grandfather. I'm telling you, be careful, because this whole thing will sway away your consciousness, your attention, your mind will be diverted away from Krishna. So that's why I'm warning. So it is why the ISKCON, why in ISKCON the people always talk about the man and woman relationship, because it may divert our attention. The people ask the question that why in your temple the ladies are being called as Matajis, and there is having a separate arrangement for their prasadam, and the gents, their arrangement is different. So we have to answer that here is a place where you have to focus on Krishna. I feel somebody is speaking. Shalu Mataji, you are speaking in between something. Yeah.
No,
So,
Prabhuji, sorry, I was unmuted.
yeah. So it was like that the people should get an understanding that this is the where my focus has to be, Sri Radha Vrindavan Chandra. Not that I am coming with my girlfriend or boyfriend, and there I am just speaking, and there I am having the videos on, and this is not the garden. This is a temple where you should have a focus on Sri Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Sri Radha Kunji Bihari, Sri Radha Govinda, Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. The full attention has to be on them. And there we have to understand through this temple culture that the bodily attraction can divert our whole focus, and we will be Vismartavyam na jatu chit. We should not be Vismartavyam, but it will be Vismartya if we are not having the proper focus over our own objects or our own aim, what we would like to achieve in this world. So that's why it is a bifurcation. You can be in your line, Mataji, and you can have your friends as another Matajis, where you can have the focus on the devotional service, how I can make the garland, how I can serve the deities in our own circle. And Prabhus can have their own circle, how we can make the temple and garden beautiful, how we can dress the deities, how we can do the purchasing for the Lord. So that way it is a devotional service. It is not intermixing. The people should not have this culture in the temple. Yeah. Please read.
Can I
Hare
read?
Krishna.
Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Text 8 Vaidhi Bhakti to Radhanubanga Bhakti. One has to learn to use a typewriter by following the regulative principles of the typing book. One has to place his fingers on the keys in such a way and practice. But when one becomes adept, he can type swiftly and correctly without even looking at the keys. Similarly, one has to follow the rules and regulations of devotional service as they are set down by the spiritual master. Then one can come to the point of spontaneous loving service. This love is already there within the heart of everyone. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema. Spontaneous service is not artificial. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 22.109 page. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah. So it is here 3 ladies are portrayed. One is Kunti, one is Devaki, and another one is Mother Yashoda. So the Kunti Mata is in reverential devotional service. And then Devaki is in reverential as well as in a spontaneous love with the Lord, the mixed one. And Mother Yashoda is always into the spontaneity. So the example has been given about the typewriter or the cycling. Initially, it is required the typewriter where A, B, C, D, and then by seeing we are typing. Then this is like after we get the expertise into it, then we will be looking towards the screen and we are pressing the buttons. We are not looking to the keys. So that is the expertise. So that is Raganuga and Vedhi, the differences maybe. Yeah. Please read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 15, Spontaneous Devotional Service. Ragati Mika Bhakti. Part 1, Perfect Spontaneous Devotion. Definition of spontaneous practice. Spontaneous devotional practice involves 2 aspects. 1. The devotee practicing spontaneous service. Such devotee performs sadhana with aspiration to attain the mode of specific perfect devotee. Second one, the devotee perfect in spontaneous service. Such devotees are eternal residents of Vrindavana who spontaneously love Krishna in a separate relationship, in a specific relationship. Sanskrit terms. Ragati Mika Bhakti is perfect devotional attachment found in the residents of Vrindavana. Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti is practicing of a devotee who aspire to develop their mood. Hare Krishna.
So Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti is the following the footsteps of the Vrajavasis. Not the Vrajavasis, those who are right now there, but those who are the Mother Yashodas and Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj and other gopis. So they are doing the Ragatmika devotional service. They are called as Ragatmika Bhakta. And those who are Anugami of them, those who are following their footsteps, They are called as a Raganuga Sadhana Bhakta. Understood? The mother Yashoda, Nanda Baba, and many others, these are Ragatmika Bhaktas, and those who are Anugami, those who are following their footsteps, they are Raganuga devotees. Please read.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
The definition of spontaneous devotion in practice, as mentioned in the beginning of Chaitanya Charitam,
No, chapter 15.
Chapter 15, Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti is an advanced practice intended to cultivate the service of mood of an eternally perfect resident of Vrindavana, Ragatmika Bhakta. The prerequisite or eligibility for the spontaneous devotion in practice. The basic qualification for the spontaneous devotion in practice is the very strong desire to serve Lord Krishna in a specific relationship. One can obtain this desire by hearing how eternal residents of Vrindavana spontaneously serve the Krishna in various loving moods. Hare Krishna.
So there are the different moods of the devotees in a Vrindavana. The moods Shantarasa, Dasyarasa, Sakhyarasa, then Madhurya, Vatsalya Rasa and Madhurya Rasa. So as per the moods, those who are into that category, and in that category, the devotees, those who are inspired right now from them, they will be doing as per that Raganuga devotional service. Either in a Shanta Rasa, Sakya Rasa, Dasya Rasa, Vatsalya or Madhurya Rasa. This will be more covered into the nectar of devotion.
When does
Please.
eligibility manifest? This strong desire, technically called lobha, is the singular, overwhelming desire in one's heart to please Lord Krishna in a particular way. If any other desire shares the heart's attention, one does not fully possess lobha. Therefore, one does not attain lobha until he has removed the unwanted material desires from the heart. Generally, this means one must be past the stage of anartha nivritti. We must always remember, however, that such eagerness to follow in the footsteps of the denizens of Raja is not possible unless one is freed from material contamination. In following the regulative principles of devotional service, there is a stage called Anartha Nivritti, which means disappearance of all material contamination. Nectar of Devotion, point 126. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
So we must always remember, however, that such eagerness to follow the footsteps of the denizens of Vraja, like the Vrindavan Vasis. Please take a note that Vrindavan Vasis means I am not mentioning here those who are staying in Vraja, those who are purchasing the flat there and they are calling themselves as a Vrajavasis. Please don't misunderstand in that way. Those who are the Vrajavasis, those who are having the mood of that, is not possible unless one is freed from material contamination. So, first of all, for the Raganuga devotional service, the material contamination has to be zero. In the following the regulatory principles of the devotional service, there is a stage called Anartha Nivritti. So once one has passed this Anartha Nivritti stage, which is not easy to pass. It takes lifetimes to pass this Anartha Nivritti. It is not that after 2 years, Prabhuji, now I am Anartha Nivritta. No, it is not Anartha Nivritti. After 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 years, one will understand what are my anarthas, how it is coming up into the surface. Then we will able to see that once we take the broom in the hand and start cleaning the room, then we will understand how much dirt it was there. So chanting, just like Ado Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha Tata Bhajan Kriya. When the Bhajan Kriya we take, when the initiation happens, that time the real brooming happens. And then we will be understanding what is the dirt inside the heart. And then we will be knowing that so many dirt was there into the heart. Now we have to clean that. That is anartha nivritti. It takes like time. At the end, fag end of the anartha nivritti, then we will be then nishtha, then asakti, then ruchi, then bhava, then prem. It will be last stage where the prem is. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. These Raganuga devotees do not follow the regulative principles of devotional service very strictly, but by spontaneous nature they become attracted to some of the eternal devotees such as Nanda or Yashoda, and they try to follow in their footsteps spontaneously. Nectar of Devotion, page 125. This doesn't mean that Raganuga Bhakta neglects the regulative principles. It means that their inspiration to serve and surrender is not dependent on the regulative principles of the scriptures, because it comes automatically from their own spontaneous affection for Lord Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna.
So it is very important that this does not mean that Raganuga Bhakta neglects the regulative principle. So the regulative principles, everybody follows that. So it is chanting, hearing. So these are the principles for the devotional service that everyone follows that. It is not that he will not be following that. Now I am in a Raganuga stage, so I am just having the smaran of the Lord. No, they will be doing this. The Nitya Krama is there, but they will be absorbed more lovingly. Now in our stage, we will be as the rules and regulations, so that's why we are doing it. 16 rounds we will be doing chanting. Sola mala ho gaya. Our chanting and their chanting is a gulf of difference. We will be somehow or other finishing the 16 rounds. They will be finishing very enthusiastically. So that is the gulf of difference. Somebody from Pune, may I suggest some names who are all there? One, who is there? That Manasi is there? I'm not seeing her.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Please,
Shall I
please
read?
read. Yeah, please read.
Srila Prabhupada translate the full Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu text in Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 22.155. When an advanced realized devotee hears about the affairs of the devotees of Vrindavan in the mellows of Santa, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya, he becomes inclined in one of these ways, and his intelligence becomes attracted. Indeed, he begins to convey that particular type of devotion. When such covetousness is awakened, one's intelligence no longer depends on instructions of Shastra, revealed scripture, or on logic and argument. तत्तद् भवति माधुर्ये श्रुतेर्यद् अपेक्षते नत्र शस्त्रं न युक्तिं च तल् ताललोभोत्पत्तिलक्षणम्.
Lakshana. So it is covetousness. That is the second nature. When such covetousness is awakened, one has understood this is like my nature, who's like the Krishna consciousness has become the second nature for this person. So like spontaneously he is doing this. It is not that by the intelligence he is doing it. It is by the heart he is doing this. The intelligence needs a guidance. Why I am doing it? Why I should do this in this way? Then the intelligence has been satisfied. Then the person will be doing this service. But now this is for this particular devotees, those who are Raganuga sadhana bhaktas, for them the intelligence has understood that it is the devotional service is topmost, and then now they have worked on. They will not be asking always question, is it really required, Prabhu? They will be doing all sort of things, all part of the devotional life, all angas of the devotional life. That is the covetness nature has cleared. And intelligence is no longer depends on the instructions of the shastra. The intelligence has awakened. That is like, I understood that this is the part I have to do it. For every time they will not be asking the reference. What is the reference for this, Prabhuji? That I need to this in this way only. No, they have understood. Yes, Shastra Vidhi Musrujya Vartate Kamakara. Now the Shastra Vidhi, I am into it. The Shastra is saying that. Now I have to develop that nature. So that is not, my intelligence should not always come in between that this is the way only, or Yashastri Sandhya, Dhyayastu Vansasai Yashastri Sandhya. Why 3 times in a day we have to do a Gayatri? No, it is, why not? I can do the Gayatri morning, afternoon, evening. Why it is required? What is the benefit of the Gayatri? What is the definition of the Gayatri? I don't require, I know that. I will be doing it. Why it is always chanting Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatanta Shudradhavarta? No, it is, why not? I have to chant as many as around 16 rounds are the minimal. When we say that 16 are the maximum, we are having the burden of that. When we say that 16 is the bare minimum, then we have to test. Tunde tandavani ratim vitunute tundavali labdhaye karna krodha kadambini ghatayate karna vruddhe vyasraha cheta prangana sangini vijayate sarvendriyanam kritim न जाने जनिते कृपाभये अमृते कृष्णेति वर्णद्वय. It is why only Krishna only. It's like the Krishna's name when it comes into the chanting, when I am chanting through this Tunde Tandavini, by this Jivha, by this tongue, by why I got only one tongue or one mouth. Tunde Tandavani Ratim Vitanute Tundavali Labdhe. I should have more mouth. When it goes inside my heart, Cheta Prangana Sangini Hatayate. Sarvendriyanam Kriti, it gives the energy. This heart starts dancing and pumping more, and it gives the energy. Na jane janite krupam the amrite krishneti varna. What this Krishna word is doing to me, I cannot explain into the word. So that is the bhumika of the Raganuga devotional life.
Can I
Yeah.
read, Prabhuji?
Who is going to read?
Jahnavi.
Please read.
3 practices of spontaneous devotion. Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Remembering Krishna with a particular devotee. The devotee should always think of Krishna within himself and should choose a very dear devotee who is a servitor of Krishna in Vrindavana. One should constantly engage in topic about that servitor and his loving relationship with Krishna, and one should live in Vrindavana. If one is physically unable to go to Vrindavana, he should mentally live there. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 22.160.
Yeah. Please go on reading. Somebody else can read. Rishikesh ji, will you able to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. All sadhakas practice remembering Lord Krishna, but the spontaneous sadhaka practices remembering Lord Krishna with a particular devotee. The specific devotee one remembers depends on which relationship one aspires for. To constantly remember Lord Krishna and his eternal devotees, one should take shelter of Vrindavana by living there physically and mentally. Mental residence in Vrindavana is more essential than physical residence, although they are both important. It means if one is physically unable to go to Vrindavan, he should mentally live there. Hare Krishna.
So one can think of Mother Yashoda, and from her, the motherhood actually starts. Then we may be in Pune, or we may be in Hyderabad, or wherever we are in. But there we are absorbed in this pastime of their mother Yashoda, or this is like, or the Jhulan Yatra of the Lord, where the swinging sway of the Radha and Krishna are happening. So that the absorption is there. So one is into the pastime, then one into that mood of that Raganuga of sadhana bhakti. As per the mood where we are we assistant of the Mother Yashoda? Are we assisting the gopis or the manjiris? Are we assisting the cowherd sakhas or the gopas? That is the connection we can relation. It's like once Srila Prabhupada was in a deep trance, and the devotees were asking, "Where were you, Prabhupada?" It's like we were asking so many things, but you was so much absorbed in, and I feel you was there in a different world. Srila Prabhupada says that I was seeing the tiffin of the Krishna. What was there into the tiffin of the Krishna? I went into that lila. Where is the tiffin? What is the content of it? By that, the other devotees say that is like Srila Prabhupada is the cowherd Gopa or the Sakha of the Krishna or what. They say that it's like Srila Prabhupada must be in the spiritual world some Gopa, but that is not enough to assimilate all these things. Somebody raised the hand. Rama Prabhu. Why you raised?
Chiranjeevi Prabhu.
Huh?
Hare Krishna, Dalat. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, you raised the hand.
Yes, yes. Prabhuji, like many a times I remember pastimes from Chaitanya Leela. So I get this doubt, like we have to remember Krishna, like that, na, Prabhuji. But can we also remember some of the pastimes from Madhavendra Puri or
Yeah,
Murari
it is
Gupta?
not an issue. It's not an issue. So like Jai Gaur, Sai Krishna, Sai Jagannath. It is like Jai Gaur, who is the Chaitanya, Sai Krishna. He is the Krishna only. And he is same the Jagannath also. So there is no issue. But we see what is the problem? We are only meditating on the Krishna, or we are meditating the pastimes of the Krishna or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Jagannath, but we are not chanting Hare Krishna. We are not focusing on the the devotional aspect of that devotional service, and we are into the Smaranam. It is not good. We should do our devotional life daily, Vedhi sadhana bhakti under the guidance, and slowly we will be developing and relishing over the pastimes also. It is always good we can hear some pastimes of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Krishna, but with that we have to render some service. With that we have to chant the holy name. With that we have to associate with the devotees. So this is whole package, and it's not only one thing I can do. It's like once I was going to Pune to Bombay, and in the morning 5:35, 5:51 train is there. One of my assistant was there with me, and my brother also came with me. Like he is upcoming devotee, he is chanting 2-3 rounds. So he came, and I told my brother that I will not be chanting. I will not be having a talk with you unless I finish my rounds. So this is like At least till the Kalyan comes, I will not be chanting with you. I will not be talking with you. So better you can do your chanting, and I can I can engage myself into the chanting, and then after Kalyan we can have a talk also. Since it is early in the morning, so I have to chant my prescribed rounds. And he saw that my assistant was directly reading this Srimad Bhagavatam. Then afterwards, after Kalyan, he asked me that you are chanting 16 rounds, but what about this person has finished his round or what? So I asked my assistant that Prabhuji, and Prabhu, have you finished it, your rounds? No, Prabhu, I am directly chanting the I am directly reading the book, and in the night only or somewhere, whenever I will get the time, then I say there is like the more priority has to be given to complete the attentive chanting first of all, and then you can do this. Better you can focus on that unless you finish your rounds. Like early in the morning, we have to complete our rounds. Then our sadhana will be very, very much effective. Somehow or other, you are giving a negligence for the chanting, because 99% of the progress happens of our devotional life is how much importance we are giving to our chanting, how attentive we are chanting, how seriously we are taking a note of that. So that is more important. We may be hearing the katha by the different very relishing personalities, but while chanting Prabhu is after some time, after some time we are saying that, then it is not when. So that's why it is in the morning program a person does na, then his sadhana is completed in the morning only. Rest day is an energy day. It is a boosting day for him to engage himself into the preaching activities or giving the association, then all this thing. So that's why Srila Prabhupada used to say that if I finish my 16 rounds in the morning, I can have a fight with the Maya also. I can have fight with the Maya. I can dare to face Maya. That is his statement. So that is very important. Sadhana, how much we are doing, where, and it is a balanced way. Only hearing, not good. Reading, hearing, chanting, associating, spending time with the Vaishnavas, sharing, dadati prati gurunati, then it is, this is like bodhayanta parasparam. Whatever we read, we have to share. Whatever he read, he will be sharing. So that is the spiritual atmosphere is been developed. That way we will be relishing. It is Sangat Sanjayate Kama. So the same way Sangat Sanjayate Bhakti also. When we are having the association of the devotees will be doing what? Kathayantascha mam nitya tushyanti cha ramanya cha bodhayanta parasparam. They will be doing one business only. Whenever the devotees will be saying, they will be reminding us about the Krishna. How is your Krishna consciousness is going on, Prabhuji? Which book you are reading it? What you learned? What you heard it, Prabhu? But in the devotee association also, if we are talking the mundane talks, what is the score of that IPL match, Prabhu? So you are not associating with the Prabhu. And that Prabhu is also saying that this team is not good Indian team. We need to change it. So it is not a devotee association, it is a mundane association only. We have to spiritualize the association. We have to get the best of that devotee. We have to get the best of that devotee's devotional life. We have to take out. It is a churning. It is like the milk. In the milk, the malai is also there. You make the milk, you make the curd out of milk, and then we are churning it out. Then the chas is been made, and the malai has come out. So that we have to take the malay of the devotee. So we have to spiritualize. Whenever we are meeting the devotees, am I asking him spiritual questions, enlightening his spiritual life, enlightening my association with him? Or am I becoming more mundane into this material world? Prabhu, what was the your job, and what was the thing you was doing there, and how much raining it was happening, and where you went on the weekends, and what you did, what sort of the hotel it was? Better it is, see, that may also come into the spiritual well-being, how the mood is. But generally we can do direct direct spiritual activities with that, having the concern about the devotee and asking where you went and all these things. But what is the consciousness behind of that? Better we can spiritualize the engage or the atmosphere around us, make the devotees spiritually surcharged. Some or other I just swayed from this topic, so I'm really sorry. But it was like uh, only the hearing, only the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime, but more focus has to be there in the morning sadhana, and then taking up this shower of the hearing and reading. Then it is like having the Sochir Bhut for whole existence. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I have one doubt. When we are planning any yatra connected to Krishna consciousness, then we are communicating related to yatra, planning and execution. So, is it related? It is come under spiritual or mundane?
What do you feel? We need an answer from you only then. Just like you please tell. You are saying it is a yatra. It is yatra means what?
We are
Se sabastane heribo ami pranayi bhakat sange. Gaur Amar, wherever the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has traveled, Gaur Amar, Bhramite Stane, Pranayi Bhakata Sange, Se Sabasthane Heribo Ami Pranayi Bhakata Sange. Wherever the Lord has gone, wherever the Krishna has performed the pastime, wherever his devotees has performed the pastime, that place I would like to visit and pay my respectful obeisances and remember the Lord and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the previous Acharya there, and ask that I should also get the same sort of devotion from this place, because it is a potent place where you perform the pastime. So there I would like to go. I would like to go to the yatra, but not at the Mahabaleshwar. Like Mahabaleshwar is also a spiritual place, but not like the place where the Krishna has not done perform the pastime, where I will be having the Vismaranam of the Krishna. See in beauty and the surrounding atmosphere, where the people are the visitors and they will be having short clothes, and this is like enjoyment mood. And I'm just saying that I'm also as spiritualizing this the place. I'm giving the spiritual activity. No, it will be very dangerous for us. So that's why we generally go to the places where Krishna has performed the pastimes, where we can see, where we can experience the potency of the Dham. And that Dham will award us the devotional life. That Dham will give us the spiritual vibrations. It's like recently we have planned for the yatra where Krishna Venna Sangam is there. Same place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took bath. the same place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the Mahalakshmi temple in Kolhapur, the same place where the place of the birthplace of Loknath Swami Maharaj is Aravade. That place we are going. So that will be having the remembrance of the strong remembrance and the pastimes of that personality where will be surcharged with their potencies. That is the ambition. That is the aim of the yatras. That has to be the aim of the yatras, not for the
Yes,
enjoyment.
Prabhuji, but my question, I understood, Prabhuji. My question is related to booking of the travels or booking of the hotels that we communicate with the vendors, different vendors for the planning and execution of the yatra. So, such a communication with vendors that come under spiritual or what can
This is the management part where we are facilitating a new people or the devotees for their comfortable stay, where we are doing the service for the people, those who would like to come for the yatra. So it is like the facilitating, na? So we are helping the devotees. We have to have these eyes. This is the understanding. This is like we are managing the yatras. We are helping the devotees to come for the dham, and there we will be accommodating. Like Shivananda Sen, what he used to do when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going to the Jagannath Puri from the Mayapur, the Shivananda Sen was taking thousands of the devotees with him, and he was doing the practical management, paying the toll to the toll people, the Muslims, paying or making the nice arrangement for the devotees to stay. He was having practically all the management, where the people will be getting the food, everything. So that is the Shivananda Sen is our ideal for this. Shivananda Sen was taking thousands of people, and the thousands of people were taking the darshan of the Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to bless Shivananda Prabhu. Shivananda Sen says that you just got my heart, because you are taking so many people with you, and you are facilitating their every single need. And in that consciousness, yatra is not to make the money or earn the money. Yatra is to give the Krishna consciousness. It is a facility to give the Krishna consciousness to the people. If it is the business part of that, it is like for earning the money. Say, earning the money, whatever the leftovers, whatever the earning, we are offering to the temple or the Krishna. But the whole and soul activity is for the what? So we would like to show the dham and take the blessings. Even if I am not getting the bath in Ganga Sagar, but I am so happy that is like so many people took bath in the holy place in the Ganga Sagar. So that is the achievement where we should be very happy and satisfied that so many people got this blessings of the Lord, and we are the instrument into that.
Okay,
That way we
Prabhuji.
can think it is like whenever we are now the yatra, my spiritual master takes a yatra to different holy places, majorly, and 10,000, 15,000 of the devotees comes there. So there is a team of the people, those who are cooking. There is a team of people now. They are into this. This team is into the Ayodhya. I feel like some place where the yatra will be, and they are booking the lodges. They are talking with the lodge owners. They are dealing with them. They are booking in advance 8 months before only. So it is whole management is there, but that is called as a seva. That is a service. And that mode we are doing, then we are advancing, we are taking the blessings of the Vaishnavas, those who will be coming for that. So giving the best facility to the Vaishnavas, to the people, so where they can take up the devotional service. Even if these people are not devotees, but they will turn into the devotional life, because we are taking yatras, we are telling them to chant holy name, one one mala, or at least they can come to the standard of 16 after that. So that is the way we have to look into.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Another two slides we will be taking. I feel we can end today after two slides, and then on Tuesday and Thursday we will be having 1 hour extra if it is required. Okay. So eight shloka we are completing after these 2 slides.
Prabhuji, 1
just
hour
one more.
extra will overcome our Bhagavad Gita class on Tuesday and Thursday.
Huh?
1 hour extra on Tuesday, Thursday.
That we can talk in a different dialogue.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Not for all this thing.
Okay.
Prabhuji, in the last class, there was also one question which was asked by Minusha Mataji. She had also posted that question on WhatsApp, Prabhuji.
What was that?
Her question was more in terms of what does the Tattva Vibhrama mean? What does Tattva Vibhrama mean?
Okay, Tattva Vibhrama. It is a Tattva Vibhrama means what? Vismrana. Tattva means like the principle. So it is when the principles are been forgotten. The principles are been forgotten. That is called as a Tattva Vibhrama. Yeah. You can read, Prabhu.
Yeah, sure.
Rama Prabhu. Is it Rama or Rama?
Rama.
Okay, Rama Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Siddha Pranali, a misinterpretation of this text. Siddha Pranali is a process of initiation where one is given details of a particular manjari form to be used for the internal meditation in the practice of Raganuga Bhakti. Srila Prabhupada notes that this is often timed to those who have not yet undergone anartha nivritti and whose external behavior is not at all according to the regulative principles. Therefore, he strongly rejected this practice.
So you might have seen or you might have heard there was like the people where the man wears the gopi dress and he as if he is the gopi. So it is all the sahajism, taking the gopis bhava and making it very down to the earth and says that I am gopi, but it is not a gopi. It is taking it very cheaply. The gopi bhava is not very for the cheap cheap imitation. It is if it is cheap imitation, it has to be condemned and it is not appreciated in ISKCON. You will not find such things. The ISKCON devotees will be doing. One should not prematurely jump into the gopi bhava. Oh, I am that particular gopi. I am that particular manjari. No, Srila Prabhupada has not showed this. He has not showed the Raganuga Bhakti also. He has not explained this. Like once it was like when Srila Prabhupada was singing the Jai Radha Madhav prayers, the bhajan, and so it's like profusely he was crying, and the devotees were not understanding what is that. Srila Prabhupada left the bhajan there only, and he came out from that room and started crying it. And to one of the devotee, he told that while I was singing the Jai Radha Madhav, I was just thinking about Srimati Radharani. I was thinking what sort of love she is having for the Lord, what the devotion she is performing. Then that the devotee asked that why you left that room, you could have explained that. No, it is not for the explanation. That is, the people will imitate it. And I don't want the cheap imitators in ISKCON. Those who are not into the stand, and they will be doing the imitation of mine. My spiritual master cried, so I also cry, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. No, it is not the imitation. It is not for the imitation. There are like the Babajis at Radha Kunda, those who are giving the Siddha Pranali mantras. Means what is your eternal constitution nature in the spiritual world? They will be telling that. To one of the devotee, the Radha Kund Babaji told that you are the peacock. You are the peacock. And he came to the ashram, and Srila Prabhupada saw that his behavior has changed. And another devotee told that he went to Radha Kunda Babaji, and the Babaji told him that in the spiritual world you are the peacock. So that's why he is imitating like peacock. He is jumping like peacock. He is imitating like peacock. Srila Prabhupada says that is all bogus. You will come to know your eternal constitutional position after passing out the stages. Nishta, Asakti, Bhav. In that Bhav stage, you will be understanding who you are into the spiritual world, not by this simply imitation process. This is the last slide we can go, and then we will be ending up.
So shall I read?
Yes.
Performing activities of sadhana. The spontaneous practitioner doesn't reject the 64 items of Vedi sadhana. He continued to practice them, focusing on the practices most conducive to his specific mood of service. Sri Rupa Goswami says that learned acharyas recommend that we follow the regulative principles even after the development of spontaneous love for Krishna. One should specifically engage himself in the type of devotional service for which he has a natural aptitude. In this way, everyone should act according to his particular taste. Example, he doesn't abandon hearing and chanting, but focuses on hearing and chanting topics that specifically nourish his particular serving mood. Hare Krishna.
So it is always that for the Raganuga Bhaktas, he doesn't abandon the hearing and chanting. He doesn't jump on. He is not rejecting the 64 atoms of the Vedi sadhana bhakti. So the 64 atoms of the Vedi sadhana bhakti, you will learn into the nectar of devotion more. So during that class, you will be understanding that. So we are ending up here only with this. If somebody is having some question, they can ask. If not, then we are ending. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nectar of instruction ki jai. Updeshamrut ki jai. Srila Prabhupada